What is going on YouTube? It's Sank and we are back with another one. Now it's the weekend. As you guys know, I never take my eye off the ball when it comes to these markets because it's our chance to get ahead of the game. And I like using this as an opportunity to put you guys on some of the highest quality plays that are out there that are going to generate you guys those returns, so you know exactly where to position your dry powder ahead of these markets opening next week. Now it paid off well for those of you who jumped into the plays at the start of this week. That being said, I want to kick things off by putting the spotlight on some of these plays that have been moving up and telling you guys how we're going to continue to hit success and how we move with them going forward. And then I want to drop the first of the plays to pick up next week in the markets. So let's run the first one. So it's only right we kick things off with this one. That's ticker symbol GRWG, that's Grow Generation. Now standing $44, but check out the performance on the week, up almost 20%. So it's good to see a lot of you jumping on this one at the beginning of the week. You guys are already off to a flying start in this play. Now this one still remains one of my high conviction plays moving forward. As you can see, I've got 140 shares in the clip on this one and we continue to build. But I'll let you know this is a play that's just getting started. Reason is they've got around 55 outlets. This year alone they added 10. But as we move forward, management have told us over the next 18 months they're looking to get that up to 100. And we as investors know this is a management team that sticks to what they say. So if they're able to execute on their plan, this is a stock price that should double, and it could even do more than that if they're able to improve their operational efficiency. So that's why I'm trying to get you guys on this one so you can join on the journey. Now if we check out the charts, this one's moved back up to that longer term support level in the mid 40s. So over the next couple of trading sessions, if the market continues to show stability, I expect this one to hold here, have that sticking power. But if the markets take a turn for the worst and they drop below, you guys know we're not going to panic. We're just going to use it as an opportunity to capitalize on a cheaper stock price for what is a solid play with good fundamentals and good growth prospects. That's how we continue to hit success in these markets. Let's move to the next one. Now, as I've been saying since right at the start of the year, there's one biopharma play that I rock with in the portfolio. That's BioChrist, ticker symbol BCRX, another high fly in the week, up almost 14%. Now, us investors, we've got several catalysts to look forward to on this one to give further fuel to the fire in the play. One being the release of their international numbers, UK, Europe, Japan, but also developments on their pipeline product, that's 9930, which isn't given nearly enough recognition that it deserves. And if they're able to replicate the success they've had with their flagship product, you could continue to see sensational returns with this play. So this is another one I want to bring to your attention. Now we've been in this play early. Right now a lot of people are discovering this play because they see it trending. But as I say, we've been in this one since they were $7. So we've already doubled up our money on this play. And as I say, there's further room to climb on this one. Now, hitting success in these markets is all about thinking ahead of the game, but also positioning yourselves where the market is overlooking temporarily. Now, as I say, BCRX, they still have room to climb. My end of year price target on this one was $18, but I'm anticipating a pullback in this play. So when this one pullbacks, that's the time to load up on the play before they continue their rise. Up next, that's High Tide, ticker symbol HITID. The last time we spoke about this play, I was saying you guys want to grab them around that 750 region while they're at support. And those of you who did that, you guys now should be up 13 to 15% on your money. So you guys are ready off to a flying start with this play. Now High Tide, again, another big potential play. One of the highest class plays you'll find in the industry, just like Grow Generation, regardless of what angle you look at them from, whether it's sales growth or valuation. Now, High Tide had a big day on Friday's trading session, which goes well beyond that 13-14% increase you're seeing in that stock price. And that is they got accepted into the NASDAQ to start trading on the 2nd of June. So this is big moves to the play. So right now this play is trend setting because they're the only one of their kind to make the moves up to the major leagues. So as I say, it's big moves to the play, and what it's going to do is allow them access to a ton more investors that don't do OTC, both on the retail side and the institutional side. So all of you who reach out to me, say, hey Sankey, where do I buy High Tide? What broker do I use? You too will soon be able to get on the action much more easily when they make the move over. So I'd say High Tide is one of the big potential plays. I've got a double up price target on this one of $14. So they barely made a move upwards, given they're only standing at $8. But as always, wait for a pullback in that stop price, catch them below $8. That's the time to load up on this play before they really make their move. Now, on a touch on this one, that's Revolve, ticker symbol RVLV, another mover on the week, up over 15%. As I've been saying, this one's in breakout mode right now. Remains a strong reopening play because as socials increase, entertainment increases, that should increase their sales. Now all this one needs to do is post up a couple of strong quarters moving forward. Once the market lets it, they'll make their climb. This is a play that I say deserves to be a mid-60s play or even a high 60s play. So if we catch this one in any weakness, I like this one under $50. You guys know what to do. Alright guys, so it's on to the first play to pick up next week in the markets. That's ticker symbol SONO. That's Sonos coming in at $37. Now you guys know the streets don't always play fair, and you might often see a sell-off in a play even if the fundamentals are good. So check this out. This was a $42 play, post up a blowout Q1, but we saw the stock price come down to $31 when really and truly they should have made their climb up to that $50 mark. But since then, we've seen a rebound back up to $37, back up to that previous support line. So I'm liking the price action right now. So I'm gonna bring this one to your attention ahead of next week's opening bell on the stock market. Now this is a play with no sign of slow momentum. Management have come out and increased guidance numbers for the end of the year. So behind the scenes, this is a play that's firing on all cylinders, but that stock price right now doesn't reflect that. So this is just an opportunity for us to be sharps, capitalize on this mismatch between the business performance and that stock price. Alright, so those are the plays I've got for this one and the strategy to go with. Right now it's still very much a buyer's market, so you guys continue to ensure you've got your dry powder ready to deploy into these markets. As we progress to the weekend, I'll be firing off a lot more plays for you to continue building out quality portfolios ready for success. So if you've been rocking with the channel, you know what time it is. Question comes from Martin, says, I'm just a beginner, so I have a question. I bought some stock you showed us. When should I sell them? Or should I keep them for a couple of years? So to wrap this one up, I want to share this one with you. But first up, it's always good to hear from new investors that are locked into the channel. Now, my more seasoned investors over here will tell you you're in a blessed position to be investing in the markets where they're currently at, where a lot of these quality growth plays are still on the cheap. That's why you're probably in the money on a lot of your plays and you're wondering if you should sell out right now. Now, what you need to know is that every play has a different optimal exit time. So take the plays I've given you in this drop. You take a Grow Generation, take a BCRX and a High Tide. Those are longer term plays given where they're at in their business versus a Revolve Group and a Sonos, which are more short term to medium term plays. And the key here is that those plays, there's a question around, can they sustain that level of growth in the long term? So 2021, Sonos and Revolve Group should finish out the year good. But come 2022, the question is, can they sustain that level of growth and beyond? But what you guys need to do is just ensure you're locked into the channel, and I'll give you the updates and the moves of these plays so you can always stay one step ahead of the game. Because with these growth plays, they move more quickly than a plays like Coke, for example, or McDonald's. Those types of plays you can invest, put your feet up, take your feet off the gas and just leave them to do their thing because they're mature businesses. But when it comes to the growth plays, things are more rapid, things are more sharp. That's why you've seen that kind of level of price action in our plays this week. So it just requires a bit more activity from us investors. But as I say, all you need to do is just ensure you stay locked into the channel. Now, you also got to know everyone's got a different time horizon with these plays. So I might be able to invest for 2 years, you might only be able to invest for a year. But regardless, along the journey, I will give you profit taking checkpoints, and never at one point feel any type of way about taking profit from these plays if you're in the green. As long as you sell out in profit, you secure the bag and you secure the W. And always remember, if you do sell out of a play, you can always re-enter into that play and ride them back up if you so wish to do so. Alright guys, that wraps up for this one. If you've got any questions or comments for me, do leave them down below and I get back to you. I want to say I appreciate you guys. On your way out, don't forget to like, and if you're new, join the movement, and I'll catch you in the next one.